Hey, what's up, everybody? This video is part of a series of videos dealing with personal finances and personal budgeting. I'm going to put this same intro at the beginning of each video. So one, if you've already watched the intro, you can go ahead and skip to today's topic. Two, if you see my clothes change or the nice virtual background change, the reason will be because I recorded the rest of the video on a different day than I did this introductory video. So the point of this series is simply to do very quick, hopefully 2 to 5 minute videos where we discuss a lot of topics dealing with personal budgeting and personal finances. So I'm going to record all of these. I have probably over 20 ideas for these really short videos. I'm going to release one a day over the next 3 to 5 weeks. And if there's a topic that you want to hear about, please go ahead and post it in the comments. Maybe it's one that I have coming up, and then I'll release that one in the future. Or perhaps it's something that I haven't talked about or thought about on my list, and I can address that as I continue the series. So without any further comments, let's go ahead and jump into today's topic. Today, the topic is having the right software. Now, to do budgeting the right way, you have to have the right software. Without the right kind of software, this budgeting is impossible. So I first started tracking my expenses. I wasn't quite budgeting yet. I was budgeting in the normal way that most people do. I had a static sheet of paper that had some goals for how much I wanted to spend in each expense category. But you're going to learn, if you haven't already, go back and watch the last video as well. That type of budgeting does not work well at all. It's not flexible. It's not going to get you to your goals. We're doing zero-based budgeting, but we're also doing an envelope system budget. So that would be virtually. We're not going to actually have envelopes in a drawer with cash in them, though you can do that as well if you need to. But we're talking about a virtual envelope system. And so in order to do this, you have to have the right software to be able to track it. When I first started tracking my expenses, back to the story I was about to tell, I think in college. I don't think I was doing this in high school. It was in college where I bought Microsoft Money, which I don't know if Microsoft Money is still around, but I had Microsoft Money, and that program was excellent at tracking where I had spent my money. And I really enjoyed using it. I put every transaction in there. But what it didn't do is it did not budget well. And so what would happen is it did have a budget feature, but every month I would budget for my expenses. I would put, $100 in groceries. I would put $50 in entertainment with friends. I would put $100 in eating out, and then it would show me if I was over or under budget for that month. What it did not do is it didn't accumulate to the next month. And what I mean by that is if I put $100 in groceries and I spent $75 of it, there's $25 left to go somewhere. In Microsoft Money and in a lot of budget programs, that money disappears. So I budgeted $100 this month. I spent 75. There's 25 left over. Next month, it's going to say there's 100 budgeted. And if I spend 125, it's going to say I'm over budget by $25. Same thing with expenses that are not every month. If you're trying to put away $50 a month so that at the end of 12 months, you have $600 to pay maybe your car insurance. Well, with the program like Microsoft Money, it's going to say you're under budget by 50, you're under budget by 50, you're under budget by 50 for 11 months. And then in that 12th month, it's going to say you budgeted 50, you spent 600, you went over budget by $550. That is completely useless. You need to have a system that has virtual envelopes that will accumulate over time. So if I put $50 in it this month and $50 in it next month, it will show that I have $100 there, then 150, then 200, then 250. So at the end of the 11 months, when I go into the 12th month, and I put $50 more in there, it will show that I have $600 sitting there to spend to pay my car insurance. Same thing with groceries. If I budget 100 and I only spend 75, there's $25 left. If I go into next month, it's going to show you still have this $25. So I can either budget 100 and now have 125, or I could budget 75, have 100 for that month, and then repurpose that other 25. Or in the previous month, when I had the 25 left over, I can actually move 25 from the grocery category to another category. Maybe I overspent my gas that month and I can move the $25 to the other category to cover an overspending, or it's extra, so I can throw it into a saving category. Again, think of them in terms of buckets or envelopes. You're putting money into it And the money should not disappear or leave unless you spend it or intentionally move it to another category. I personally use YNAB, YNAB. You need a budget. YNAB.com is the website. They do charge you. It is worth it. All right. Now, I think Mint does this same type of budgeting with the buckets or the envelopes. There's a program called Envelopes, just the letter M, envelopes. I'd have to check and see. I'll put the link in the description if it is still in existence. I'm pretty sure Crown Financial, who created that, is not anymore, but I think the program might still be. I'm pretty sure those two do this type of budgeting. I know YNAB does because I use it personally. Let me just say that the only one that I recommend is YNAB. All right. I've been using it personally for over 10 years, maybe up to 15 years. And I don't have any affiliate links. Just go to ynab.com and buy it on your own. I don't make money off of recommending things. I just personally use it, and it's the only one I recommend. You might be able to get this in other programs, but it's the only one that I recommend because I use it, have been using it, and it'll do it the right way. And so this is the type of budgeting, hands down, that you have to be doing. If you're doing anything else, it will not work. My name is Brad. I'm with Wooten CPA. My goal is to bring peace to your tax and accounting responsibilities. One of the ways I do that is through these videos here on YouTube. Please like this video, share this video for others to see, and subscribe to the channel if you would. That way, you're also notified when new videos come out. There will be over 20 in this series of personal finance and personal budgeting that I'm going to try to keep in that 2 to 5 minute window, so they'll be easy to digest for you. Hopefully that they are helpful for you, and I appreciate you watching the videos.